Hey, what's up, Yoda Tech? Trying out a new camera, A4300 Canon PowerShot, 1080p HD video, etc. So hopefully it'll work better than my 8 megapixel Nikon Coolpix, which did hold up to quite the amount of hell. I can't even believe that it did. So it's dead. Long live the Nikon. Moved on to Canon, which is my D series camera anyway. So just wanted to show really quick, the WeatherTech is settling, and it's just unbelievable quality. It's got, like, these are type of hollow type things, so that when you put heavy weight on them, they'll cave in and make it flat to whatever's sitting on here, but nothing slips on this. It's amazing. And I wanted to explain the 10 situation. Is that this is my 10. You can see it's not gigantic. You know, a 10 is not really that big. Obviously you know what a 10 is. But anyway, was thinking of putting the 10 over here, but the only problem would be is all the wiring's over here, so it'd be kind of difficult to insulate it really well and all that. I'm running all the switches and everything in there. I could do it, so I'm going to try and figure that out, because the reason I want to put the 10 over here is because the jack is over here. See, so that doesn't allow a reach through. This does. So if I put a panel in there, and when I put a panel in here, it doesn't really matter. If I have the jack there, I'm not going to be able to reach through once I open that jack door. So I'd have to add an additional door, etc., which might be fine. On this side, since I only have 110, I could eventually add another, but I think I'm fine with just one. It's plenty. I would add, if I don't put the 10 on this side and I put it on the other, I would add just the thermo shield in there against the wall. And the reason is because it's all I would really need to heat shield and to keep it, you know, warm in the winter and cool in the summer, you know, preserve my AC, etc. Plus it will be sealed up with a whole new panel of 0.41 inch birchwood. So I'm building that panel as well. But what I was going to do is, it'll be easier to show on this side, I think, is the idea I was having and talking over with Rad 4Runner, is to cut it somewhere around here, or maybe further back, depending on how far I want to bring the speaker out from here. It's, you know, altogether, including the roll bar, is, you know, several inches. So I could cut it here, or wherever it will allow me to keep it between the roll bar. That would make me have to cut it right about here and then reseal it, you know, maybe somewhere around there, in order to get it into this A-pillar right here. So the speaker would come to about probably right here or so, rest against the wood, and be secured by this. That way the complete weight of the speaker would be supported by the box instead of by the panel. Rad was helping me figure that out. This guy, you know, did the same thing, just screwed right into the plastic with some 6x9s. Oddly, they're not as bad as some I've seen, but pretty bad. So then I would cut this portion as well, like this, I guess, to make it fit over the hump. You know, it'd have to be a special cut right here on this side, and then, you know, coming up and over like that, so that it fits over the hump. And then fits between the pillars. So it'd come to here, straight down, and then kind of angled over here. And the box is not that wide, and as a matter of fact, I think it wouldn't even completely come to this, maybe to right here, somewhere around here. So that's a thought, and I think it's a pretty good one, because it would actually enable me to stuff the inside of here with just that one section with sound deadening, then thermo shield over that, then closed cell foam possibly. I doubt it. I probably wouldn't need it. And completely line that whole area on the inside of the panel there that I'm adding, which is 0.41 birch, like I said. So it'll allow me to build some type of enclosure. And that's why I was considering the foam spray, was just to seal off the corners, but I think the vibration would be too much for that crap, so I'd use something else, you know, get as close as I can with the cut and then use caulking. And just like Rad said, get the wood in there and then turn it in, and you know, not to where it's super tight wedged in there, but snug, and then seal it, and it should work well. So that's the idea that I have for this, is to bring the speaker basically plush with this, and then another thing Rad was saying was to build some type of crossbars right here across the front of the box, and just to prevent anyone from stealing it, just from stealing the sub. So even if they unscrewed it, they wouldn't be able to get it out of there without some serious hacking and making a lot of noise, you know. So that's the idea for that. And as far as the panel, I have pics that I've put up, or that I will be putting up after this video, before or after, it depends. And only problem I'm having with the panel is the screws aren't long enough to go through this little bit thicker panel. It's new, so it's needing to, I'm needing to countersink or whatever onto the top part of the wood, so that the screws will set into the wood a little bit further, and then pull down all the way into these nuts, so that, because once the screw gets into here, it expands like an expansion nut, and then you can't take these out any longer. They have little tabs on them that pop out as you're, like any expansion nut. So and these are rubber, see the seal on them right here. So they did go the extra mile to try and make this, you know, waterproof and as much as possible and all that. So in case, you know, when water comes into here and runs down the tailgate, etc. So anyway, that's the deal for now. I just wanted to show that and try out the new camera and see what you guys think, if it sounds better or whatever. And so as far as this, everything's tight, and even without the padding there, I don't seem to have any rattle. I'm going to probably take these all out before I drive anywhere, because I don't want them to go flying. But having that latch well has just been awesome. So it closes nice on the first little tap. But like I said, this 10 is plenty for me. It has all the thump I need, and Richard's heard it. He can attest to it with a 600 watt RMS amp bridged to this one. It's incredibly clean and loud and plenty. So I figured if I built it in there and I don't like it, then just get another box, you know. This type of box is angled in the back, so it sits nice and clean up against the back of the seat. But you know, when I go camping, this thing's, you know, what am I going to do with this? It's totally in the way. I need the entire cargo area of the car, believe it or not, with the seats folded down, in order to get all my gear in here. I'm going to streamline that down a little bit, but, you know, I can't afford to just go buying all new gear, and I have a lot of good stuff over here, so that I use, including these, which are lockable totes that I got with wheels, that I got from Big Lots for 20 bucks with handles and everything. They're great. So that's that for now. Wanted to report again on this as well and let you know this thing's fantastic. This WeatherTech, I highly recommend them. So Pep Boys, $49 without a coupon. If you just sign up for their mailer, they'll send you a coupon and give you like $20 to $40 off, over $100, something like that. Depends on how much you're getting. So just wanted to share that stuff and let you know what I'm up to. And oh, this is the carpet that I'll be using on the tailgate. I was going to use the bed liner stuff, but I think I'm just going to use it on the panels. So you can see I have some really good quality carpet to put. I'm going to put the tool drawer liner on the back of it with adhesive, and then put it onto the back gate panel like this, but my new cutout. So that's that for now. Just wanted to share and try out the new camera, pretty much, to be honest. All right, guys.